Hi everybody, welcome to Paper Wishes Weekly Webisodes. I'm Lene Gehrig, and today from our friends at Graphic 45, we've got a beautiful Christmas collection. This is Letters to Santa 8x8 paper pad. We've also got this beautiful ephemera pack and gorgeous little flowers we can put together. And you guys, together they make a card just like this one. This is a flip-flap card made from a cutting die from hot off the press. It opens just like that. If you watch to the end of the video, you'll learn how one lucky viewer can win this card for their very own or to share with a friend. So come back and play with us. All right, before we get into what's in this beautiful 8x8 collection pack, let's take a look at the flowers. So there's two kinds of flowers. There's these spiral flowers, which are so pretty, and they come in different sizes. I'm going to show you how to put those together. And then we've got these flowers. There's just 3 different kinds, and then the daisy kind. Okay, and they're so great for layering, for shaping. You can ink them and color them, or you can just leave them just flat, however you'd like. There's also some little butterflies. They're all in these really pretty Christmas colors, and then there's some little flower centers and some leaves. Okay, and then for the ephemera, beautiful little Santa. We've got countdowns, we've got tags, little pocket watch, lots of little greetings like this. I love their beautiful tags. Little, holly sprig, the tags, Santa there. Love this vintage Santa. So cute. Special delivery, got some snowflakes. Really cute. Yeah, look at all of this. So fun to play with. All right, now let's take a look at Graphic 45's 8x8 collection pack for Letters to Santa. You've got all these little postcards to cut out, you guys, and you're getting 3 of each of these. And on the back, the reverse side, just the spectacular art. I'm going to turn it over this way. And then we've got this gorgeous paper here with all these cutouts. They're just famous for their cutouts. Look at that gorgeous plaid. Then we've got this all over pattern of holly and berries, and then the stripe on the back. And then we've got this little scene of Santa making his list, checking it twice, I'm sure, with the little green snowflakes. More cutouts. On the back of that is stripes. Beautiful burgundy, Merry Christmas. And then this gorgeous green. And then all over prints with Santa. And then on the back of this one, I love this little gingham. And then we've got our little postage stamp art. And then on the back of that, this really beautiful burgundy. And there's a little bit of ivory. And I think those are like little snowflakes. So lots to make, lots to choose from in those packs. So let's take a look at the one I started with right here, the flip-flap. So this flip-flap card is made with this cutting die, and it is so fun and easy to use, you guys. These parts right here. Okay, I'm missing one. There we go. All right, and I've got these pieces cut out, so I'm going to show you how to put it together. So if you go to the product page for this flip-flap card on paperwishes.com, you'll see how to put this together. But I wanted to show you. You start off with this one right here. This has the notch in it. There's a little slit, okay? So you take that. That right here is cut out of this burgundy print right there. All right, and then you've got this little pull tab right there. Pull tab, I'm going to cut out a white here, and you're just going to fold on those little score lines. Just like. Right, and then you're going to take this, you're going to thread it through that little slot, and you're going to thread it through so that you've got this part right here. See where they're scored? You want that to go all the way through. So it's going to stop right there. You have that little score line. All right, and then you're going to take some double stick tape, or actually it's extra sticky tape. And you're going to put some extra sticky tape right here where that fold is. Need some of those little tiny scissors for this. And we're going to use our little pokey tool to remove that backing. Oh. And I like to put 2 layers. This is a 1/4 inch wide, but it's a 1/2 inch little lace that we're covering. Just like that. Score, score, score. I mean score, I mean burnish, burnish, burnish. All right, so we're going to take that. And now we've got this piece right here. We've cut that. And we're going to take this piece and we're just going to put it right here where that fold is. Right there. And now we're going to take this piece, it's our last piece to use, right here, and we're going to glue that right there. I'm going to take some glue. Glue. There it is. Now you could use extra sticky tape again. I'm just going to use some glue on this. I'm just going to put some right here. Right, like that. I'm just going to shut that. Nice and stuck. All right, and now you'll see on this one, when it's all the way opened up, right here, tag, easily accessible, but you want to make sure that your tag can be moved over like this. We've got everything glued down right here. We want to make sure our tag doesn't stick out all the way over here. We want to make sure, get it back in there, that our tag is in position. Just like that, so it's peeking out. And this wants to be, you know, in the center of your card. You don't want it to be, oops, it came off. Come on, Lene. My extra sticky tape did not extra sticky. So you want this centered in position where you want it. And then once you have that done, you're going to just take this and put a tiny little bit of glue right on the back here, right? And you're going to just glue that in place so that this inside tag stays in place. I probably should have used extra sticky tape because now I have to wait for it to dry. All right, so I'm going to hope it doesn't pull off yet because it's not dry. You open it like that. There we go. Brilliant. Well done. Goes like that. So that's how it's done. It's a really easy mechanism to do. But you know, you got to admit, that looks pretty cool when a recipient gets that. And you know, your friend, you send it to them and you're like, oh, what's this little tab for? And they pull it and oh, cool. And there's a little message there. And then, you know, on the inside of your card, you can do something else. So yeah, that's one of my favorite little mechanisms. So this is going to be our giveaway card. And how that works is if you go to our YouTube page, which is, you can access that right down below this video if you're watching us on Paper Wishes webisode. Just click on the little YouTube icon. If you're on our YouTube page and you like, comment, and you are subscribed, you'll be entered in to win this contest. We'll choose somebody who has replied, and we will announce that on our community page who is the winner, and I'll send you this in some happy mail. All right, so another card. You guys, this one uses those sweet little flowers. They're so sweet. This is a 6.5 by 5 inch card. I took some of that paper that has the postage stamps on it, and I just cut that into a strip for a border, added some of the ephemera pieces here and here. And then we've got our little snowflakes, and I added some Jewel Dazzle stickers. Here they are. These are little gold Jewel Dazzle stickers. And I just added, you can see right here, the larger ones to the center of the snowflakes to add a little sparkle. And I also did a little shaping on my flowers. So for that, I used this little set of ball tools. And where are my flowers? Here they are. All right, and the first thing I did was add a little ink to them. So this is gingerbread ink, which is so appropriate. And you're going to take a little round applicator tool and you can just go like this, just to give them a little shading. Like that. Same one on this color. You can do your flowers when layering them. You could use all the same color, or you could alternate colors like I've done here. Like that. All right, and then you can take your little ball tools and you can use a little wedge of foam like this, or if you don't have that, you can use, these are just little pieces of craft foam from the Dollar Tree, and you can just take those and line those up and then put your flower in here. And then to shape that, we're just going to kind of do a little stirring on each petal, just like this. And then you go to the center part. And you see it's already curving. We're going to do the same thing on this one. And then we're going to attach these with a little bit of foam tape. We've got our giant wheel of foam tape here. And I'm just going to take a little piece right here. And then I like to offset these so that the petals aren't lined up like this. They're lined up like this. It makes your flowers look more full. And then we've got this little piece right here. I used snowflakes in the center of mine. We're just going to put that in the center there. There we go. And then you add this to your card with a couple of leaves and good to go. There you go. And just put it on your card like that. All right. And then this card, also a 5 by 6.5 inch card. This one I made a little pocket. So I took about 2/3 of the card and used some of that cute little gingham paper. And then I took some of the little Santa paper for the bottom third, and I just glued that on 3 sides. Okay, so leaving a pocket to put some of those cute little postcards on. You do it like this if you'd like. And then this little piece of ephemera right here was just perfect for sliding a piece of ribbon through there, or I just cut another little strip about 3/4 of an inch wide of the same gingham, threaded that through there. I did ink the edges of all of this with that same gingerbread ink, and then threaded that right through and then glued that down, trimmed the edges. This little part right here is another, it's a on part of the paper pad. It has all these little cutout borders you can add there. And then this is the little ephemera Santa. So that is a really quick card, and you can even stick maybe fill in there, send it to somebody for the holiday that they would love that. All right, last thing I have to show you is this little book. It's a little journal. What a great little gift. This comes, this little craft paper journal. There's 72 pages in here, and this measures 5.5 inches to almost 8 inches. And has a nice little binding. You can buy these at Paper Wishes, and we've just decorated it up here, you guys. So the first thing I did was I took some of that adorable, see if I can find it in this paper pad. It's the holly paper. Here we go. There we go. So I took some of the holly paper, I cut it down just a little bit smaller here, and about 7.5 inches instead of the 8 inches. And then I used our little corner rounder and clipped the corners right here, and then just glued that right there so that it was even with this edge. And then I turned this over and I used the leftover paper, which was the stripe, and I glued that right there. So this is just one sheet that I used. And then I added a piece of burgundy ribbon with the polka dots from our burgundy ribbon collection, which goes so nicely with this collection. Don't forget to cover the back of your book. And then once that was covered, I just glued using the Cosmic Shimmer glue, just put a line of glue right there, just stuck that ribbon to that, went around the other side, stuck that there, and then cut each tail to about 9 inches long so it could be tied when I was done. And then I just glued some ephemera right on top there. This one, this little greeting, Merry Christmas, I foam taped that one. And then we've got some of these little spiral flowers right there. I'm going to show you how to put one of those together. They're so fun. Before I do that, let's take a look on the inside though. So there's some fun stuff in there. So in here, I just made another little pocket, add some little ephemera in there. I love this because it's so great for a little planner or a journal. It comes printed with the lined pages, but also the date, and you can number the page. And then I also put a pocket on the back as well. So yeah, this is just a really fast one to put together, and you know, you could just make a bunch of these and give them as gifts with a coordinating card for Christmas, and you're all set. So let's take a look at how to make these little spirally flowers. Now many of you have told me that you like to make these using your little quilling tool. And I was like, okay, I'm gonna try that. I traditionally like to use my pokey tool, but let's try it. So the first thing I like to do is sort of go like this to kind of round those pieces like that, just to give it a little bit of a curve so that when I start rolling, I'm not fighting against it. So just a little bit of a curve. All right, I'm thinking the paper's a little thick to use the quilling tool, because that's meant for very fine paper. So I gotta disagree with you, friends. I'm not gonna use the quilling tool. Quilling tool is a little thick for me. Yeah, it really chewed it up. So yeah, if you can use the quilling tool, great. But I'm gonna use my little pokey tool. And I'm just gonna roll it like this. Go like this. And then you're just rolling all the way around. To get that bend going. And then once you get it started, you don't need it. Go. All right, then I like to use a little dot of hot glue right at the center. And then we're just gonna let that go a little bit. Let it spread out a little bit. And then we're gonna attach that into that hot glue. Just like that. Now I'm gonna bend these petals back. I like to give them a little bit of dimension. And we're just gonna go around and around. And even, I should have mentioned too, the lighter color flowers that are ivory and tan, you can ink those edges a little bit too before you start this process. Gives them a nice little bit of shade. Okay, there you go. Now some people like to get the center a little bit tighter. We can like move that in a little bit. But yeah, that's how I do my flowers. And I just put them in a little cluster like this. It kind of has a little flat edge right here. I put one like that and put the other ones like that so they all kind of meet here, and then tuck in some of those little leaves. And that's all there is to it. So you guys, we've got a fantastic money saver on this collection. As you can see, it's super festive, and I think there's lots that you can do with it. Remember, this is going to be our giveaway card, so definitely like, comment, and subscribe to be involved in that contest. And yeah, let us know what you think of this collection. I'd love to hear from you guys. And thanks for joining us today, and we'll see you in the next one.